Hi, Saltillo fam. Let's go ahead and get started this evening on our backs. We're going to be lining up our core and starting with firing up our glutes as well. So more of a Pilates inspired practice. We'll keep it more on the short and sweet side, so about 45 minutes. Let's start to tune into our breath, find that connection between our tailbone and the mat. Really ground into our mats, feeling that nice support of the earth below us. So you'll float all the way down. If you just want to roll out, you're more than welcome to do so. Just come to your back. We'll roll the shoulders underneath the back. We'll bring our knees together and our feet are going to walk to the edges of our mat. We'll start to hollow out our belly by pressing the belly button towards the spine, and you'll find that connection and that flatness in the back when you do so. Let's close the eyes or just soften the gaze in the sockets. We'll just start to tune into our breath. Take 4 more deep breaths here. In through the nose, out through the nose. Feel the belly lift on your inhale. Exhale, nice and smooth. Two more breaths. We'll inhale, extend the arms overhead. Go ahead and float your legs straight up into the air. Keep that connection in the low back and the mat. You'll just create little circles with the ankles in both directions. Go ahead and kick through your heels here, flexing the toes towards the face, gently warming up the back of the legs. We'll inhale, point the toes, stretching through the tops of the feet. We'll just keep moving back and forth, kicking through the heels, pointing through the toes. And breathing in out of the belly. Squeeze those legs together. You can take a little micro bend of the knees if that's comfortable. We're going to bring our hands behind the head here. Now on the inhale, we'll just lift the shoulder blades away from the mat. You'll notice when you do this, your core starts to engage. That's what we want here. We're just going to stay here and breathe. Keep that connection in the back. With every inhale, see if you can lift a little bit higher using your core, not your neck. Exhale, float all the way down. We'll float the feet to the mat. This time, knees and feet are apart. We're just going to windshield wipe the knees all the way over to our left. Inhale, we'll take them to center and we'll float them all the way over to our right. So think about windshield wiper motions. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, knees will come to center. We're going to take those legs straight into the air one more time. We're going to come into lower leg lifts, really engaging and working our low core. If you need low back support, you can create a downward facing triangle with your thumbs and your index fingers, and you'll slide that little triangle underneath your tailbone. That's going to give you some support here. While you're working the core with your lower leg lifts, keep in mind that your shoulders serve as kind of an anchor here, so you don't want to crunch them up too far. When you're ready, you'll squeeze those legs together, going through the toes, and you'll slowly start to bring your legs about 6 inches from the mat. Hug that belly button towards your spine. Inhale, you'll raise the legs another 6 inches. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We'll inhale, bring the knees toward the chest. If you have that little support, you can go ahead and release. We'll squeeze the knees in nice and tight, and take a little rock side to side, massaging out our low back. We'll do those lower leg lifts one more time. If you have the support the first time, maybe try it without on this second round. If you can, if you feel like there's a pulling in your low back and you are losing that connection, then go ahead and keep that support happening. Exhale, we'll gently lower our legs 6 inches from the mat. Inhale, we'll bring them back up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Inhale, knees to chest. We'll take our knees nice and wide, kick our heels up towards the ceiling, and then reach for the outsides of our feet and take a little happy baby. No pressure to take your legs out super wide. Maybe you're still pretty tight on the inside of the legs, even though it is towards the end of the day. We're just going to gently peel our legs apart. Again, nice and gentle, maybe find a little rock side to side. This is really more about the back here than it is opening up the legs. Let's start to wake up our legs though. We'll start to walk our legs back together. Feet are going to plant flat on the ground. We'll walk the heels close towards our glutes, and then we'll walk our arms right by our side. Go ahead and pick up one shoulder at a time, creating a little upper back support here. We're going to bend into our right knee and bring our right knee parallel with, or in alignment with our hip creases. Shin parallel to the mat, that's what I'm looking for. On our inhale, we're going to float our hips up, really pressing into the left foot. So when you do this, you should feel a strong engagement in your left glute. Exhale, all we're going to do is hover the hips. And then inhale, we're going to press up. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to hold and squeeze. Maybe walk the shoulders a little bit more under your back. Keep lifting your hips high. Exhale, we'll gently lower all the way down. Go ahead and butterfly the knees open. Big, big toes come together. The soles of your feet squeeze in. We'll take 3 deep breaths here. All week I've been wanting to say, bring your big feet together. All right, we'll start again working out that right side. Maybe start with your shoulders a little bit more tucked in. I find that really helps support me. We'll go ahead and bring that left knee bent in alignment with our left hip crease, and we're engaging through the left foot so much, just like you would standing on the ground. So I like to imagine that I'm trying to kick a wall in front of me. That's how active you want that foot. On your inhale, you'll float the hips away from the mat, so really engaging that right glute. And then we'll start to hover the hips just a few inches away from the mat. Inhale, we'll press up. Exhale, gently lower. That's 2, 3, 4, halfway through at 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll hold and squeeze. Keep lifting your hips a little bit higher if you can. Exhale, everything floats down. We'll go ahead and butterfly our knees open one more time. Squeeze the soles of the feet together. Reset, collect the breath, find that connection. So with this next one, we'll work both glutes at the same time. So we're really going to squeeze our feet together. When you do that, you should start to feel the insides of your thighs or your adductors really engage. Arms are relaxed down by your side to begin. From here, you're going to inhale, squeeze the feet, lift the hips. Knees are going to stay open. So think about kind of like a frog. You should feel both glutes engage. Here we're going to slowly lower and just hover those hips like you did before in bridge. Inhale, you'll lift. Exhale, nice and slow, you'll hover. Let's go for 8 more for 10. We're halfway through at 5. 7. 8. 9. And 10. We'll hold and squeeze. Keep lifting those hips. Keep pressing through your shoulders. Exhale, you'll slowly lower. We'll bring those knees into the chest. Take a little rock side to side, work it out. stretch out those hips after that little strengthening. So we'll bring our right ankle to our left thigh. We're going to bring that left knee in towards the chest for supine pigeon. You can interlace all 10 fingers on top of the left knee or behind the left knee. See if you can try and keep 2 knees in one line as you actively keep guiding that left knee towards your chest. So the goal here is to keep that right hip gently opening as you stretch. We're going to start to lift our shoulder blades away from the mat. Go ahead and cradle your right leg as you extend the left leg out in front of you. We'll keep guiding that right leg towards our chest. So we're going to melt our shoulder blades back down towards the mat. You probably won't get very far, but that's okay. Me neither. It's more like an energetic cue. Take one more deep breath here. We'll gently release the right leg down. Take a full body stretch, toe tips to fingertips. Exhale, let it go. We'll bring that left knee towards us as we cross the left ankle over the right thigh. Find your hand position with the right side. We'll keep guiding that right knee towards our chest as we keep that left knee pressing open. Take about 4 deep rounds of breath here. We'll start to cradle that left leg by lifting our shoulder blades away from the mat, hug in. We'll kick through our right heel as we breathe. Exhale, gently release the left leg. We'll start to rock and roll up and down the length of our spine here. So think about energizing your spine, crown the tailbone. We'll do this one more time. We'll kind of scoot ourselves to the back of the mat. We're going to keep on that theme of doing that nice core work. We'll take our forearms to the mat. Fingertips are going to face our hips. We're going to squeeze our shoulders together to help support our back and our head here. We'll bring the knees into the chest to start. Keep that nice engagement in the palms and the forearms. Point through the toes. On your exhale, you'll start to roll out your legs. They don't touch the mat. You'll hover them about 6 inches. Stay here, take a breath. Inhale, we'll bring them up. And with that breath, we'll squeeze the knees back in and then send the legs away from us. That's 1. That was 2. Here's 3. 4. 5. Keep flowing with your breath. Think about, it's like you're rolling a tennis ball away from you. You're creating like this little wave with your leg. So you want to stay nice and integral in your core all the way through. So nice and slow. No rush. Got 5 more. On this last one, we'll keep the legs extended. Then butterfly or scissor the legs open for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll bring the feet to the mat and he's sitting hip distance apart. We're just going to roll ourselves all the way back up. Let's go ahead and take double pigeon. Just looks like stacking the legs. So left leg will stack over right to begin. You're creating this kind of rectangle shape with the legs. Point here is to really open up our hip. So whichever leg is on top, that's the hip that's going to get most of the action here. We're going to start with opposite elbows to begin. So we'll take those arms up. We'll bend into the left elbow and we'll take that right palm on top. We'll just take a little side body stretch here all the way over to our left and over to our right. We'll inhale, extend the arms overhead, and then start to reach forward. If this is too intense, you can always just walk yourself forward, but if you want that challenge for the spine, for the core, you'll keep your arms extended. Crown's going to stay extended all the way through. About halfway down, you'll start to feel that nice stretch on the left hip, and you'll ground the hands, or if you'd like, you can tent the fingers and melt the head down towards the mat. Inhale, you'll slowly rise. Drop the left palm to the mat and we reach all the way over with the right arm. Stretch through that big right thumb. That right thumb, I don't know, I keep on thinking big toes. Sorry, y'all. We'll reach over. We're rotating that right shoulder open. Maybe take the gaze up, but if that feels too strenuous on the neck, you can always just look forward or down. So 3 deep breaths here, really opening up our right side body. Exhale, we'll just round forward and then come all the way up. Inhale, take the arms up. We'll bend into our right elbow this time, left palm will stack over right. And we'll take those side body stretches one more time. We'll inhale, unwind our arms, bring the arms all the way down. Let's switch our legs. Right leg will stack on top of left. Right knee's on top of that left foot. Get even on your sits bones. We'll inhale, take the arms up. And maybe challenge yourself this time by keeping the spine extended all the way down. Big reach forward. You'll start to feel that opening in the right hip as you do so. And you'll ground the hands where head melts down towards the mat. Take 4 deep breaths here. Inhale, you'll slowly come all the way up. We'll bring our right palm to the mat. We'll exhale, reach the left arm over our left ear, stretching back through the left thumb and rotating that left shoulder open. Again, gaze can come up, forward, or down. If you've got neck stuff going on, you might want to take your gaze down towards the mat. You'll reach the left arm forward. You'll come all the way back up. Exhale, arms will come down by your sides. We'll just transition onto the belly and come into cobra. So we'll set up for cobra by bringing our fingertips in alignment with our shoulders and squeezing those arms together. Let's squeeze our legs together as well, really engaging through the tops of the feet and our quads here. Think about your legs being the anchor point, so it's just your back doing the strengthening here. On your inhale, you'll float your chest away from the mat. Keep squeezing your shoulders together, elbows turn in towards one another, and you should feel your mid-spine start to engage. Again, that connection's in the legs. We're just going to stay here and breathe. Exhale, we'll float our left cheek to the mat as we gaze towards our right. Go ahead and relax everything down. Take 3 deep breaths here, focusing on breathing energy and breathing life into your spine. We'll do that one more time. So fingertips find that alignment with your shoulders. Arms hug in nice and tight to the body. Walk your legs together, squeeze them in. Inhale, you'll lift the chest away from the mat as you breathe. Maybe hover the hands this time. And keep walking the hands back. Elbows are inching towards your hips. Exhale, you'll look to your left, right cheek comes down to the mat. We're gonna stack our forearms and take our knees open as wide as our mat. Soles of the feet are gonna squeeze together. You can rest the chin or the forehead on the mat here, or you can come to your forearms. We're gonna focus on our glutes. So from here, squeeze those feet together. Engage your glutes and just lift your knees away from the mat. Exhale, you'll hover the knees back down. Inhale, you'll come up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We'll hold and squeeze. Maybe take the legs just a little bit higher. Exhale, everything melts down into the mat. Collect your breath. We'll press through the hands, engage through the toes. Come all the way up to a high plank. We'll bring our knees all the way down and roll through a few cat-cows. Maybe close the eyes, taking that focus inside. We'll inhale, soften the belly, squeeze the shoulders together, lift the gaze. Press through the hands. Exhale, tuck your chin, round out your spine as you get nice and empty. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, you come forward. Exhale. Start to take little circles with the hips here. Keep breathing. We'll come back to our tabletop. We're going to bend the right knee and take our right sole up towards the ceiling or the sky. We're going to press through the hands. Keep your shoulders nice and engaged here. We're just going to create a little bit of resistance by pumping our right leg. Make sure you're hugging in your low belly so you're not pinching your low back. We're just going to stay here and breathe. You'll start to find stillness in the right leg. You're going to bring that right heel towards our glute. Press through the right palm. Lift out of your left palm and we'll reach around for that right foot, wherever it is. So here we're getting that nice quad stretch, lengthening through the knee, lengthening through the crown of the head. Maybe if it feels good, you can take your gaze over the left shoulder, or you can look down. Inhale, we'll find extension, big stretch. Exhale, palm and knee come to the mat. Let's go ahead and tuck our toes under. Take a seat on our heels. Just massage out our wrists. We've been on them for a little bit. So it'll feel good to just kind of roll out your wrists. Or if it feels good to flip your palm open and kind of guide your fingertips towards your forearm, that's an option. Just give them a nice stretch in the opposite direction. That's what I'm getting at. We'll bring our palms back down. Find that nice strong foundation in your tabletop, shoulders stacking over wrists, hips over knees. We'll take that left leg up, sole of the left foot facing the ceiling or the sky. Hug your low belly in, keep pressing through your hands, nice strong shoulders. We'll start to create those little pumps in the left leg as you breathe. You'll start to find some stillness in the left leg. Bring that left heel towards your left glute. We'll launch out of our left palm this time. Reach around, grab that left foot, and then keep drawing that left heel towards you. We're finding length through the left knee, then extending through the crown of the head. Maybe taking the gaze over that right shoulder if that feels good. Or you can keep looking down or a little bit in front of you. Inhale, you'll find extension. Take 2 breaths here. Exhale. You'll gently come all the way down. We'll come back to our belly and start to take some back strengtheners here. So we're going to bring our hands behind our head, our fingertips just touching the ears. We'll squeeze our legs together. Again, legs are the anchor points here. On your inhale, you'll lift the chest away from the mat and open up the elbows nice and wide. Exhale, you'll float down. That's 1. Inhale for 2. Exhale. Inhale, 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. We'll hold and squeeze. Keep lifting. Exhale, you'll float all the way down. Go ahead and stack your palms or forearms and just rest your head or cheek on the mat. We'll extend our left arm out to our side. Palm is touching the ground. We're spreading through all 5 fingers here. We're going to bend into our right knee. Right palm is on the right side of our chest. We're going to rotate that right hip, stacking it over our left. Right foot is going to come down behind us. We're going to keep opening that right knee to put a little bit of pressure in the left shoulder. You're just going to stay here and breathe. Keep that left palm nice and active the whole time. Almost like you're gripping the floor. If you want a deeper stretch, you can wrap your right arm around your lumbar spine, opening up the right shoulder. We'll bring our right palm back towards our face if you took that little wrap. We'll gently start to close our right hip, come back prone on the belly. We'll extend our right arm out to our side, engage through all points of that right palm. We'll press through the left palm, bend into the left knee, rotate that left hip on top of our right. Nice deep compression of our shoulders here. We'll take our left arm. If you want that deeper stretch, you'll reach around toward your lumbar spine. Keep rotating that left shoulder open. We'll bring that left palm towards our face. We'll gently bring ourselves prone on the belly. Let's take both knees bent. We're going to bring our heels towards our glutes. We're going to reach our arms back. Inhale, lift the chest. So we're going to set up for bow pose, but here we're just getting the shape down. So reaching back towards our heels, shoulders away from the ears, squeezing the shoulders together. 3 deep breaths here. Exhale, everything floats down to the mat. We'll bring those heels back towards our glutes. This time we will be reaching for our feet. Make sure your knees are hip distance apart. On your inhale, you'll start to kick into your hand. And here's where all that glute engagement starts to come into play. So we're going to start squeezing our glutes, keep kicking into those hands. Maybe start to take the gaze up. Exhale, you'll gently float all the way down. We're going to press through our hands, engage through our toes, and we'll just float all the way back to a child's pose. Knees will come open as your big toes come together. You'll start to walk yourself forward. We'll just cross our feet at the ankles and slide ourselves onto our bottom in the middle of the mat. We're going to squeeze our legs together and start to float our feet away from the mat, coming into a low boat. We'll open up the palms or reach the arms forward, fingertips reaching towards the toes. Allow your chest to be open, your breath to be easy, your gaze to be up. On your inhale, you'll start to extend your legs. And exhale, we'll squeeze the knees in nice and tight towards the chest. Inhale, you'll find extension. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep moving with your breath. We'll bring our knees open, soles of the feet come together. We'll walk our heels nice and tight towards the insides of our thigh. We'll squeeze the middle of our feet as we extend through the crown of the head. We'll start to walk ourselves forward for a nice butterfly stretch, getting in deep to our low back here. The taller you keep your spine, the more of a low back stretch you're going to feel. But if it feels good, you can always round your spine. That's fine too. Inhale, you'll press all the way up. We're going to bring our soles to the feet to the mat. We'll extend the arms out in front of us. So here we are in a grounded boat. And here the goal is to roll out all the way onto your back without your feet leaving the mat. So about halfway down, your feet are going to kind of want to float towards you. Really hug that core in and with integrity roll down. So we're going to start here. Really press those feet into the mat. Gently roll out. We'll extend the left leg out in front. Bring that right knee nice and close to the chest. Big stretch. We'll exhale, bring the right leg over the left. We'll extend the right arm out to our side. You want to take this a step further. You can bend into the left knee. Reach for the left foot with the right palm and draw that left heel towards your left glute. So finding the bind. Take 4 breaths here, in and out of the belly. We'll inhale, slowly unwind. We'll extend that right leg out in front. Inhale, draw the left knee in, give yourself a hug. We'll cross that left leg over the right. As we bend into the right knee, reach for the right foot. Gaze will come over the left shoulder. Inhale, we'll slowly unwind. We'll squeeze the knees in nice and tight to the body. We'll bring our forehead to the knees. Give yourself a hug. Press that low back into the mat. Exhale, we'll let everything go. As you extend your legs out in front of you, and relax your arms down by your side, palms facing open. Or if it feels good, you can place the hands on the body. I find that can be very comforting, especially one palm on the belly, one on the heart. Allow yourself at least a minute or some few moments to integrate the movement that you just engaged in. Active rest. Thank you all for tuning in this evening. I hope everybody enjoys the rest of your week. Take some time for yourself, fill up your cup so that you can be of service for others and be a bright light in the world. As always, take really good care, and namaste.